Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Chair Yoga. All right, so let's find a comfortable seat. Sitting back, and let's start just by closing our eyes. Just start noticing anywhere you might be holding tension. So notice if you're holding anything in the face. Hello. Let the shoulders relax down from the ears. Let the hands just fall gently to the thighs. I just want you to take notice of how you're breathing. Not changing anything, but just noticing how deeply you're breathing or how fast you're breathing. Are you breathing up in the chest? Are you using more of the diaphragm, taking the breath forward? And then start to change the breath. So now as you breathe in, you're really filling up the lungs. And as you breathe out, really empty them. And if you can, try and breathe in and out through the nose. Help slow the breath down. And I want you to start to take that breath down lower. So using more of the diaphragm, really feeling the belly expand as you inhale. Going back in on the exhale. And then start to even out the breath. So the length of your inhale matches the length of your exhale. So maybe counting to 3 or 4 as you inhale. 3 to 4 as you exhale. Just always be aware how you're breathing during the practice. Notice if in a pose it's really starting to speed up. Might be a sign to maybe ease some of the tension. Always check to make sure you're not holding your breath. Making sure you're always letting the breath go. Holding it, using it to help you move from pose to pose. Always know at any point you need rest. You're always welcome to take a seat, take a few breaths, join back in when you can. Let's just go for a couple more breaths here. And then let's start getting into the neck. So just going side to side. Dip in the chin as you come through the center. Nice and slow. And then next time you come to your right side, we'll pause and hold. So you're looking over your right shoulder and down, getting a stretch on the left. One more breath in. Exhale, come over to the left. So now you're looking over your left shoulder and down, getting a stretch on the right. One more breath in. Exhale, come to center. All right, so I'm just gonna sit forward in the chair, sitting up nice and tall. And I'm gonna start by taking both arms straight up. And I wanna get into this circular motion. So you're bringing them up to your ears and then dropping them down. So your shoulder blades are gonna be doing this behind you. You might feel some cracking going on. As long as there's no pain. Couple more. And then we'll let the arms relax. All right, so now bringing the arms out in front of us. I got my thumbs up, and I'm going to follow my thumb as far back as I comfortably can on the exhale. So inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, follow that thumb back. And then inhale, come back to center. And just follow the pace of your own breath, going from side to side. Just making sure that you exhale on the twist. Inhale, come back to center. Let's go a couple more times on each side. After you're done, just let the arms come down. All right. So getting into our seated cat cows. As we inhale, we're going to lift the chest, reach out with the arms. And as you exhale, you're going to push the arms forward and really round the spine. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, push forward. Two more. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, push forward. And then we'll come back up to a neutral spine. All right. So I want to get into a side bend here. So I'm going to drop my right arm down. You can even grab onto the leg of the chair if you want to. And I'm going to bring my left arm up. And as I exhale, I'm going to go to the right. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to center. And I should mention too, as you do this, make sure that both your hips are staying on the chair, that you're not lifting one side up. So, left arm down, right arm up, and then as you exhale, going over to the left. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to the center. Awesome. So getting into a deeper twist here. I'm going to bring my left hand outside my right knee. and my right hand's gonna grab the back of my chair. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, just gently coming into a twist. Not forcing anything here. Just holding for a few breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, release. And we'll go to the other side. So now the right hand outside the left knee. Left hand behind the chair. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, gently coming to the twist. One more breath in. Exhale, release. All right. So I just want to get into the forearms again before we start using them on the chair. So I'm going to bring my left hand out, palm up, and I'm just going to pull back on my fingers, getting the stretch underneath the forearm. Just enough to feel the stretch. One more breath in. Exhale, release. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So right hand up, and then just pulling back on the fingers gently. One more breath in. Exhale, release. We're going to go back to the other side now. This time you're going to put the palm facing down, and you're going to pull back in the back of the hand. So now we're going to get on top of the forearm. One more breath in. Exhale, release. And then other side. Right hand, palm down. Pull it on the back of the hand. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Shake it up. All right, so now I'm going to come to stand. And I did this Monday, but I want to do the hip rotations first to kind of warm up the hips instead of doing it at the end. So standing on the side of my chair, the leg I'm standing on, the leg closest to the chair is the one I'm going to stand on. And then I'm going to bring the outside leg, be up the hip height. I'm going to open it out to the side, keeping the hips forward, and then just drop it. Up, out to the side, and down. Up, out to the side, and down. Two more. Up, out to the side, down. Up, out to the side, down. And then we're going to change direction. So we'll start out, come forward, down. Out, forward, down. Out, forward, down. Two more. Out, forward, down. Out, forward, down. And then we'll go to the other side. All right, so we'll start forward, come out, down. Forward, out, down. Forward, out, down. Forward, out, down. One more. Forward, out, down. And then we'll out, forward, down, out, forward, down. Last one, out, forward, down. All right. So from here, we're gonna face our chairs down. And I'm just gonna turn mine sideways so you can see me better. So just make sure your chair is secure, because I want to put my foot up on the chair. So I'm going to start by putting my right foot on the chair. I'm just going to put both hands on the thighs. I'm just going to rock back and forth. And each time you rock forward, if you can, maybe you go a little deeper. One more here. And then I want to get my knee stacked over my ankle. And my other leg is straight under me. And I'm going to bring my left hand either to the back of the chair or to the seat. And I want to open up to a twist to the right. One more breath in. Exhale, come out of the twist. Sit up and then switch legs. So left leg's on the chair, both hands on the thigh, or just rock back and forth. And again, if you can, it's available. Maybe going a little deeper each time you come forward. Let's go one more time. Then let's get that knee stacked over the ankle. The other leg is right under us. And again, you can either grab the back of the chair or you can grab the seat. And I want to open up to a twist to the left. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly come out. We'll bring that left foot to the floor and shake it up. All right, so getting closer to the chair now. Getting our feet hip distance apart. And just making sure that your feet are pressing evenly to the ground, so you're not too forward in the toes or back in the heels. And we'll start off low. So I'm gonna inhale, come on up. Exhale, take the first one slow, forward, forward. Maybe stopping halfway. Hands can be on the hips, or hands can be on the chair. But I want you to slowly go deeper into this, making sure you listen to the low back. So if you feel any pain as you come down lower, maybe just stick with the halfway point today. But slowly ease into it. Maybe the elbows come to the chair. You got some tightness behind the legs, you can bend the knees. Maybe you experiment with bringing the fingertips to the floor. Then maybe find a little sway side to side. Just shifting the weight back and forth. and then forward and back. And then find that center again, so you're pressing evenly through the feet. And on your next inhale, if you're not arming, we're coming back to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then nice and slow, all the way up, unwinding. Arms overhead. And we'll go right to the next one. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Let's go 2 more times. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. And then we'll add on. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And now we'll grab the chair, stepping back to our first plank. So I'm trying to keep the shoulders over my wrist, making sure the hips don't sag down. And we're just gonna hold here for a couple breaths. And I'm just gonna show you 2 options while you hold. You got the option to come right back to down dog, or if you want to get into a little bit of a back bend, you can come into up dog as you inhale and pull the chest through. So on your next inhale, if you want to go for that option, pull the chest through. Make sure the hips don't fall. And then as you exhale, bring the hips back to down dog. Get the spine nice and long here. Bend the knees if you need to. If you're feeling a lot of tightness behind the legs. And just make sure the elbows are not poking out to the side. Wrap the elbows in. And let's pedal out the first one. So raising the heels back and forth, up and down. Let the blood flow into the calves and the hamstrings. And then find that stillness again. And then I'm going to make the transition back and forth from down dog to plank 3 times. So as you inhale, really round the spine here and come forward to plank. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale back, down dog. 1 more. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale back, down dog. Then as you inhale, we'll walk forward. Come to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, right to the next one. Folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank. Option to go forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Continuing to play with the abs a little bit. I'm going to raise my right foot up behind me. And as I come forward, I'm going to bring my knee towards my chest and find that plank again. And then I'm going to exhale, kick back. You can keep the foot up or you can bring the toes to the ground. And then you can do the same thing. Oh, I like to give the option to actually come forward, bring that right knee to the right elbow, and then kick it back. And then the last one, see if you can find a little twist, bringing the right knee to the left elbow, and then kick it back. And then we'll bring that foot to the ground. And then we're gonna go to the left side. So left foot comes up. Inhale, left knee towards the chest as you come forward to plank. Exhale, kick it back. Again, you can stick with that. Or inhale, left knee taps the left elbow. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, that little twist. Now the left knee to the right elbow. Exhale, kick it back. Left foot comes to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Then inhale, walk it forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, walking forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna start adding on again. So we're gonna find our first chair pose. So hips come back, weight goes into the heels of the feet. So when you look down, you should be able to see your toes. If your knees are over your toes, get those hips back more. Lift the chest. And if it feels better for the shoulders to bring the arms out wide, do that too. We're just gonna hold for a few breaths. You're gonna feel all the muscles in the legs, the core, and the shoulders light up. The body should be feeling nice and warm now. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Step in the right foot forward. I'm going to come into warrior one today. So that left heel is going to come down to the mat. So that foot is pointing up towards the left corner of your room. Now I'm just going to start by lifting the chest. And then on your next inhale, slowly come up to the warrior one. So from the front, the warrior one, your feet are not going to be in front of each other. There's still going to be that hip distance. And if you need a little bit more stability in this pose, you can walk this right foot out to the side a little more and make your stance wider. But you just want to press off the back heel, the left heel. And again, the arms can be out wide if it feels better for the shoulders. One more breath in. And then we'll exhale, both hands to the chair. Stepping back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. One breath here. Let it out. And then we'll step that left foot forward. That right heel comes to the ground. Foot pointing up towards the right corner of the room. And then just slowly come into the first one. Maybe just start by lifting the chest. And then inhale up. So again, if you're feeling a little wobbly, you can walk the left foot out to the side a little more. Get that stance wider. Get a little bit more stability in the glutes. One more breath in. Exhale. Both hands to the chair. Step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, walk it forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it past the plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. All right, right foot steps forward. Setting up for the warrior one. That left heel comes down as you inhale, come on up. And each time you come into this pose, making sure the knee stacks over the ankle, but maybe that left foot goes back a little more, and this thigh comes a little more parallel to the ground. If you can, do something to experiment with. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands to the chair, stepping back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. And then we'll step the left foot forward. Setting up the foundation for your warrior one. And then inhale, come on up. Check the pace of your breath. Notice if you're struggling to maintain the breath. Maybe release some of the tension. Maybe walking this back foot forward a little more. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the chair, stepping back to the plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, walking forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find that chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Setting up for warrior one on the right side. Right foot steps forward. Get your foundation steady. Inhale, come on up. So I'm going to give you a couple of options to take on this one. I want to find humble warrior. So if you want to watch me first, traditionally you would get the hands behind and bow forward, keeping the chest up. But you can also just keep the hands or the forearms on the back of the chair too, and get the chest up. One more breath in. Exhale, release the arms to the chair. Step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. And then we'll step the left foot forward. And set yourself up for the warrior one. Nice strong foundation. Then inhale, come on up. I want to do the same thing on this side. So you can get the arms behind you, you can clasp the hands and get the shoulders back. Or maybe you just bring the hands, the forearms to the back of the chair. I just want to get the chest up in the spine long. So inhale. And then exhale, bowing forward, and holding here for a few breaths. more breath in. Exhale, hands to the chair. Step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale back, down dog. Couple more breaths here. Deep inhale. Let it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk it forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find your chair. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. So here you always have the option to go right to down dog. Otherwise, inhale, forward for the up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. I'm just going to turn my chair around so you see what I'm doing. So I'm going to set up for the warrior one on the right side one more time. So inhale, step that right foot forward. Get your foundation set for warrior one. Inhale, come on up. I'm going to make the transition to warrior two. So this right foot, I'm going to walk towards the middle of my back. So the back of my right heel lines up with the middle of my left foot. And then we'll open up to the side. So we're in our warrior two stance now. Make sure you're not sticking your butt out. You get those hips coming right underneath the shoulders. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears. And you're looking right over your right hand. Then we're going to turn that right hand up towards the ceiling, left hand to the hip. And as we inhale, reverse the warrior. So you're reaching up and behind. If it feels good for the neck to look up at your hand, you can do that. Or you can be looking down towards your foot. And just notice the little things. Did you lose the bend in the front knee? Make sure you still get the warrior two legs. One more breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to come to side angle. So that right forearm can come to the thigh or the hand to the chair. And then we're going to bring that left arm up. So we can take it out of the shoulder if the shoulder's bothering you by bringing the hand back, or you can even keep the hand to the hip. We just want to focus on bringing that left shoulder back. You can also make it a little more challenging by making a straight line from your fingertips to your toes. If you want to make it more challenging still, maybe you reach out with that left arm, or the right arm. So now you got more of the core work. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands to the chair. Step back. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. 2 breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So setting up for warrior one first. We'll step the left foot forward. Get your foundation steady. Inhale up to the warrior one. And then from here, we're going to walk that left foot towards the center of the mat. So the back of our left heel now lines up with the middle of our right foot. And then we'll open up to our warrior two. So looking over the left hand now. And checking to make sure the hips are not sticking out behind you. You get them tucked under the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed down. Just holding strong here. Turning that left palm up towards the ceiling. Right hand to the hip. On your next inhale, reverse the warrior. One more breath in. And then as we exhale, coming into side angle. So the forearm to the thigh, the hand to the chair. We open up. So again, always have the option to bring the arm back if it's bothering the shoulder. If you want to find it a little more challenging, bringing the hand overhead. So you're making a straight line from the fingertips to the toes. If you want to make it more challenging still, maybe that left arm reaches out. Now we're fully in the core. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands to the chair. Step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll inhale, walk it forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Last one. On your next breath in, stand up all the way. Hands to heart center. Take a couple more breaths here. All right. So from here, I'm going to straddle the mat. I got both feet pointing forward. I got my hands on my hips. And on your next exhale, we're going to hinge forward. My legs are going to stay straight. I'm just going to come halfway. Hands can stay on the hips, or you can bring the hands to the chair. Just keep that lift to the chest. And then we can experiment with going deeper. But again, listen to your low back. Make sure the back doesn't hurt. Maybe you come to the elbows. Maybe you come to the fingertips. But I want to keep both legs straight. Keep the lift of the chest. You can experiment with taking the legs out wider apart to get deeper into the stretch. Just find a spot where you can hang out for a few breaths here. On your next breath in, if they're not already, bring the hands to the chair. I'm going to point both feet out diagonally, and I'm going to start my lunge back and forth, Skandasana. So you can stay with the hands on the chair. If you want to go a little deeper, you can walk the fingertips on the floor. Lifting the chest as you come out to each side. Then the next time you come to your right side, I want you to pause and hold. You're going to point the left toes forward. I'm just going to change up here so you can see me. I'm going to point my left toes forward, my right foot still pointing out diagonally. Lift the chest. Hands can be on the chair, or if you want to get a little deeper, the fingertips can be on the floor. And we're getting into this inner left thigh. More breath in. Exhale, we're gonna shift to the left. So now those left toes will point out diagonally. Sinking into that left hip, lift the chest, and we're gonna point the right toes forward. Now we're getting into that inner right thigh. So again, hands can be on the chair, or they can be on the floor to get a little deeper if you want. Just keep the breath moving. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Point both feet out diagonally. Then we'll bring the hands up to the chair. And then on your next breath in, come up all the way. So my feet are still pointing out diagonally. I want to come into a squat. So I'm slowly going to lower down. Hands can be on the chair or they can be on the hips. But the important thing is get the knees over the ankles. So as you come down, you want to push those knees back. If you find they're forward and you can't quite get them out, bring the feet in a little closer. You'll be able to push those knees back more. Keep a lift in the chest. Hands can be on the hips, the chair, or maybe we bring the arms up. Just hold in here for a few breaths. Come out when you need to. Let's see if we can hold for 5 breaths. Nice slow breaths. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the arms down, straighten the legs, walk the feet back together, shake it out. All right. How we doing? All right. One last one before we sit. I want to find pyramid. So I'm standing a little bit away from the chair. My feet are hip distance apart. And I'm going to step my right foot forward. So the distance between my front foot and my back foot is maybe a foot, foot and a half. And I'm going to keep both my hands on my hips. And I want to keep the spine nice and long. So we're going to get into this right hamstring. And we're going to exhale, and we're going to hinge forward. Just far enough to feel the stretch in the hamstring here. Make sure you keep this leg straight though. You can also bring the hands to the chair if you want. Let's take one more breath in, and then slowly come back up. And then we'll step forward. And then we're going to step the right foot back. So trying to get the same distance, maybe about a foot, foot and a half between the front foot and the front foot and the back foot. But the feet are hip distance apart. You're not one foot in front of the other. Both legs stay straight, hands on the hips. And on your next exhale, I'm going to start the hinge forward. You might notice that one side might be tighter than the other, so maybe you're not going as low. Don't force the stretch. Again, hands can be on the chair if you need to. So legs are straight, hips are forward. Let's take one more breath here. And your next inhale, slowly come up. And then we'll just step forward, shake it up. And let's find a seat. So I want to start getting into the outer hips now. We get into the inner thighs, we get into the hamstrings. Now we're going to get into the outer hips and the front of the thighs, the quads. So let's start by crossing the right leg over the left. So I got my ankle right over my knee, toes are pointing forward. And if you're feeling that stretch already, you can stay right here. Or you can go a little deeper by leaning forward into it. You want to go as far as you comfortably can without feeling any pain or pressure in the knee. If you need to go deeper still, maybe you start hugging that left thigh towards the chest. Just take one more breath in. Exhale, release, slowly come up and cross the legs. And we're going to take that right leg and we're going to bring it right under the chair, get it on top of the foot. I'm going to grab the middle of my seat and I'm going to start to lean back far enough to feel the stretch coming over the front of the right hip, down the right thigh. Find a little lift of the chest too. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Shake it out. And we're going to go to the other side. So crossing the left foot over the right knee, toes pointing forward. And again, if you're feeling the stretch already, maybe you stay here. Or going a little deeper, maybe you start to lean forward. If you need to go deeper still, you can start hugging that right thigh towards the chest. But again, only going as far as you comfortably can, feeling the stretch, but nothing in the knee. And again, you might notice one side is tighter or looser than the other. Just make sure you're not forcing anything. One more breath in. Exhale, come on up. Uncross the legs. And we'll feed that left leg under the chair. Get on top of the foot. Grab in the middle of your seat. Leaning back far enough to feel the stretch over the left hip this time, all the way down the thigh. And find that little lift of the chest too. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Shake it up. And then sitting back in our chair, we're going to come into Savasana now. So any position where you can find comfort and ease, stay just like this. Sometimes I like to cross the legs. But let's close the eyes again. Releasing any tension in the face, letting the jaw relax, the tongue relax down from the mouth, the roof of the mouth. The shoulders relax down. Let the hands just fall gently to the thighs. Take notice of the breath again. See if we can take that breath down deeper, feeling the belly expand on the inhale, going back in on the exhale. While you do that, see if you can keep the breath even. So again, trying to match the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. But most importantly, just see if you can keep the mind focused on the body, focused on the breath. And see if we can just sit in the stillness and the quietness for the next few minutes. You're always welcome to stay here if you're feeling good. wrap it up here. So I'm gonna take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. You just start wiggling the fingers and toes. I'm just gonna sit a little forward in the chair now. Taking a couple of breaths here. I'm just bring my hands to heart center. And thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you everyone at home. Namaste.
Namaste.
Awesome. Thank you. Take care. Be safe.
Good.
Take care. Thank you. Bye.